Can you able to hear me, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Very good evening, all present here. I welcome each one of you for our 424th webinar session. And today with us, one of the eminent person in the person with multiple areas, and she is excelled in her whatever the areas she took. For example, if it is on dentistry, or it may be on counseling, or it may be on training or motivational components. I think what to say that, and she is on having the different qualifications, starting from that medical qualification, and she's having PG diploma in geriatric care and guidance and counseling, MSc counseling and psychotherapy, and MPhil in counseling, and she's having many fellowships for her credit, and these were some of the academic components. And when I look back her qualifications and achievements of today's speaker, Dr. Vidya Hariyer, and she is having different modality like biomedical dental based management consultant, and she's an inspirational speaker and psychotherapist as a counselor and a life and leadership coach and behavior analyst. And what to say, there are many things I think she covered. And for her credit, and she has got many awards. She's a highly positive person. I can say that every day in social media, I can find one positive note when we read or follow her post, and we can able to have that positivity in the morning itself. I think we all know that Barbara predictions. She said that when you have that positive note in the beginning, and that whole day we feel the positivity, and she's doing that one. And some of the awards for her credit are the Beautiful Smile 2017, Miss Alaki 2019, Miss Attitude 2019, Dr. Abdul Kalam Lifetime Achievement Award, and Miss Sakti Award for 2019 and 20. In addition to that, and she's having that various awareness program also. For example, she's working for women empowerment, cancer awareness for women, community mental health for all, and wellness programs, and there are many more. A lot to say that. With that note, I can stop here. And if I read all the information, it takes another half an hour, and we have to listen from the speaker. So today, the topic is on detox. We all know that digital detoxification and chemical detoxification. There are many things. It is a time we have to discuss. And with us, the right person to talk about that point, I welcome on behalf of the Department of Psychology, American College, Madurai, and all the co-hosting institutions and the core team members. I welcome you, ma'am. Over to you. We are eagerly waiting for you. Listen a lot from you.
Thank you so much, Suresh sir. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. You're clear.
Okay. Thank you so much, Suresh sir, for this opportunity, and thank you for all those nice words you had to say about me. I just want to introduce myself as a friend of yours. I think that will be enough. And what is more important is that, we all of us are in this game together. I guess, that is how I look at it. And I just want to start my presentation with that note. I'm just, okay. Perfect. So can you all see my presentation?
Yes, it is very clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. So good evening, friends, and I would like to thank Dr. Davamani Christopher, Principal and Secretary, the American College, Madurai, Dr. Suresh Kumar, Head Department of Psychology, the American College, Madurai, the Yellow Pond Counseling Center, Madurai, and the entire, the bigwigs right now here, and a lot of my friends who've joined in. Thank you so much for being there. And we'll go ahead with today's topic, detox. The time is now. I know in various capacities, I'm going to share a lot of information today. I've been a dentist for the last 26 plus years. I'm a clinician for the last 21 plus years. I've been a psychotherapist and a counselor for 13 plus years, a holistic healer for 13 plus years, a nutrition and wellness advisor for 12 plus years, and I have over 250 guest lectures to my credit, both in the international, national, and the state level. So, it just gives me a pride to again, stand in front of you and use this medium. Can you just imagine if we didn't have a Zoom or a WebEx, we wouldn't have been able to connect because, we were all in different places of the state. But today, just because of technology, thank you God, and such a beautiful arrangement has been made that whoever can sit wherever they want and still enjoy this the kind of wealth of knowledge which is coming from various speakers arranged. Before I even start the session, I want to tell you all that my main agenda today is going to be to eliminate fear, give you some facts, all of which are going to be scientific based evidence, basic and advanced strategies, and build your hope of faith and belief, so that we could all tide through this together. The eyes do not see what the mind does not know. I'm sure all of us have heard about this when we have read books. So today there is a bombardment of information. Whether you look at the media, the internet, the radio, the magazines, the television, the newspapers, or the other hand or the other palm, that is a cell phone which you have in hand, right? And when you look at all the different apps and the information which you get, sometimes this outpour of this information can be a little toxic to your your mind. So just coming back to how all of our lives have been for the last maybe 15 months, uh, everywhere the news has been that there is so much of negativity around, and definitely a small microorganism which can cause so much of a havoc. Statistics going up and down when you think about whether you want to see economy or you want to see gold prices, or you want to see the kind of the petrol or gas or whatever grocery. Some prices are so skyrocketing, and some of them are falling down. But what's so important is that we are still getting news from the politics, from so many bomb blasts, and a lot of unethical ways of how life can be. Let's put a stop to all this. I mean, we need to learn how to detox ourselves. And with the World No Tobacco Day coming, I just thought, we need to detox. Whenever we use these words called detox, people usually think it is from either alcohol or smoking or any such, habits. But today we need to detox from a lot of things, from pollution, from poor diet, from stress, from digestive disorders, or any kind of medications that we are all into, just because the kind of fear has gotten to us. So let's just start to be a part of the solution. And I know the word detox sounds very cliche, but then there are so many things which we need to detox. If you can think about a lot of arenas where we're going to talk today, I guess this single slide, it lets you know that we're going to talk about a lot of information today. So let's understand the process of detoxification and elimination. So how does toxins enter? It enters through our lungs, through our skin, or through our gut. And it goes to the liver. Liver is the first primary detoxification organ inside the body. And after it detoxes, it sends out the excretory toxins either via the skin, the kidneys, the colon, and the lungs. Now, what happens if there are excess toxins stored? They could be stored, if they are fat soluble, it could be stored in the fat cells, bone marrow, liver, or the central nervous system. And if it is water soluble toxins, it has its affinity towards joints, blood, tissue, and muscles. And what could be the side effects and signs of toxicity? It could be anything which erupts either on your face, which is acne, skin rashes, allergies, arthritis, joint pain, autoimmune disorders, cardiovascular disease, chronic fatigue, constipation, diabetes, diarrhea, fibromyalgia, headaches, hormonal imbalances, inflammatory disorders, the irritable bowel syndrome, neurological disorders, obesity, or overweight. So today, when I'm going to talk about a detox, let's see if we all need detox in the first place, right? So if you think you have brain fog, you're having memory loss, you're having sleep disturbances, unexplained headache or any sinus congestion, you have environmental or chemical sensitivity, skin rashes, eczema, itchy patches, lack of concentration, you're feeling depressed, you're a little moody, you're having insomnia, bad breath, body odor, having some cravings. It could be sweet, it could be to eat something, there might be fatigue or generalized muscle aches. Then, friends, we all need a detox. So let's right away jump into the detox strategies, because there are lots of them to discuss. And I'm just going to see if things work out for all of us. So let's first start with the very breath, the detoxing your breath. So as you inhale, inhale positivity. And as you exhale, exhale the negativity. That is the first thing which we need to do, because all of us need to really understand that, we need to inhale every breath of fresh air. So inhale and exhale. Everything is going to be all right. Actually, it's going to turn out much better than you can really see right now. Many a times we can only see 180 degrees, right? But God, the Almighty, can see the 360 degrees. So keep inhaling positivity and keep exhaling the negativity. And how do you detox your lungs for a healthier you? We have a lot of fruits, lots of vegetables, and all these, I guess it's been bombarding information. And I'm sure all of you have put this into action too. It could start with all the fruits which are colorful, and add as much of these as possible. It could be pomegranates, grapefruit, apples, oranges, chili peppers, beans, nuts, seeds, pumpkin, cruciferous vegetables, ginger, turmeric, onion and garlic, bell peppers, carrots, and of course, water. You can also detox by having air purification plants at home. Plants are something which are so welcome inside every house, because as a simple, maybe in the third standard or the fourth standard, we all understood that a plant would take in carbon dioxide and give out fresh oxygen, and what we need is fresh oxygen to breathe. So here are a few plants which you could actually have at home. It could be the snake plant, the ZZ plant, the Zerbera daisy, the peace lily, or the spider plant. All of them would take in your carbon dioxide and give you fresh air to breathe in. So the next one could be some essential oils, which could, really freshen the breath which you would be breathing in. I'm sure you all must have heard about aromatherapy. And lavender oils are supposed to be a very soothing and a calming oil, especially when you breathe in. Many a times you would have seen some kind of essential oils placed, at the prayer place or as you enter a person's house. The reason is it takes out all the negativity and the negative energy and gives out the positive energy so that the house could be blessed. So you have this lemon, lavender, grapefruit, peppermint, oregano, the lemongrass, orange, ginger, juniper, berry, fennel seed, or bergamot. And all of them, you can place some essential oil on the top and have a light, candle burning down, so that throughout the day, you will have some fresh air in your house, as all of us are almost homebound right now, right? Second is to detox your body system. So after all this, what we need to do? So I always start my day with a glass of water. Have you ever imagined water is so precious? We didn't, right? We adulterated it, and that is why we started buying water a few years back. And now we've adulterated the air too. We've polluted it, and now we have to buy oxygen. So we have to buy oxygen. So now let's understand that as soon as we get up.
Veerata. 1 minute, beta. What happened to my system? Sound is not coming.
No, you can continue, ma'am.
Speak enough.
Okay. So as
Okay.
soon as you get up in the
Veer
morning and you
Veerata.
start drinking
Push.
water, what happens is it
Pushy.
starts activating your internal
Apana.
organs completely. And that is so
Someone-
special.
Apanapan. Apanapan.
I think someone is taking attendance here.
Likavat. Likavat. Mitra.
Who is
Is there
that?
any way you
Ambika?
could mute them, sir?
Ta. Mitra ta.
Ambika?
Mitra is Mitra is Jativachak Sagnya. If you want Bhavachak Sagnya, you will write it as Mitrata.
Some
You
of
want
them
me
I
to
just
continue, sir?
muted them everyone, but one person I think I cannot find her audio, and she's the one talking now.
I can continue if you want, sir, if
Yes,
it's
please.
audible.
Yes, audible. You can continue.
Okay, sir. So water, basically what it does is it starts to activate your internal organs. And as you drink 1 or 2 glasses of water, as soon as you get up in the morning, your internal body starts to detoxify and cleanse itself. And once you do that, the rest of the day becomes very, very comfortable. Most of the times we generally say drink around 3 to 4 liters of water a day. How do you time that? It becomes very difficult. And today, all of us are talking about hydration, right? So think about every waking hour and just have 250 milliliters of water or just that water to drink. And that would help you a lot, especially to detox your system. Today, we also learn about infused water. And what is infused water is when you add either fruits or spices to the water. So you have water and then you have an infusion bottle wherein in the middle, you could add any kind of fresh fruits and they could range from strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, basil, mint, orange, lemon or lime. And throughout the day, the goodness of these fruits would just, percolate into the water. And as you drink, you will have this fruit infused water. Most of the times we also add spices, Indian spices to the water, and cinnamon is one of the best detox water infusion which you can have. Cinnamon has a lot of properties, especially for people who are diabetic. It would reduce their diabetic count too. It's also a blood thinner, and today we understand that blood is thickening. And for people who are not exercising, we understand that, there could be, because we're sitting for a longer period of time in a day, you could put on weight, and cinnamon water acts as a weight loss program too. So if you just add a cinnamon powder into your water and start sipping and drinking into that water, your body starts to detox. You could also have cucumber, lemon and mint detox water. This you would see in very many restaurants nowadays. Of course, not that we are able to go out, but nevertheless. And this is full of antioxidants because both cucumber and mint have a lot of antioxidant property. Why antioxidants at this point of time? Because there is a lot of free radical damage happening inside our body. So when there is a lot of stress, there is a lot of, depression, panic attacks, we understand that, the body gives out a lot of free radicals, and these free radicals need an antidote, and that is how the antioxidants come into play. And lemon, as all of us know, is rich in vitamin C, so it will have a double duty work inside the water. Many a times we've also heard people talk about detox tea cocktails. So if you like green tea, then you can have a sip. That also has catechins, which is an antioxidant, and with a dash of lime, little bit of ginger, honey, and a few mint leaves, you're good to go through the day when you can have a detox, tea through the day also. And we also have a specific fruits which can be added to your water. So not only the plain water, you could have these infusion water also to start detoxing or cleansing your body, internal system. This is an elixir. Many a times you would have heard people talk about the carrot, the tomato, and the beetroot elixir, right? So that's the most famous detox drink, and people say you could try and start taking either one of them or mix them and have it as the first drink of the day. So you could either have it as an orange, strawberries, kiwi, that could be the fruit punches, or it could be the vegetable punches where you can have the carrots, the cucumber, the tomato, or the beetroot. Many a times we advise not to add extra sugar or salt, and in case you find the taste a little not palatable, you could have a little bit of jaggery in case you think you need it. But it's good to go even without all these, and probably you can just add a dash of lime to just make it fine. 1 or 2 days once you start drinking it, you would find it giving a lot of good benefits. And let's look at the benefits, right? So what it does is it reduces inflammation, it boosts your energy, it supports digestion and weight loss, it cleanses your liver and promotes healthy skin. And today, I guess all of us want to look good, right? So any signs of toxic overload, you would see that it just brings it down. And especially if you're having a bad mood swing or you've got up with a headache, then this is the best thing which you can do. You also have food which would help you to detox very naturally, and turmeric and ginger is the talk of the town. You could also have apple, beets, broccoli sprouts, leafy greens, chlorella or spirulina, and all these act as a natural detox for your body. You could also have a food rich in antioxidants. I told you about the free radical damage which is happening within your internal body system. So dark chocolates is a hot favorite, and that's why you would see many people when they are not very feeling very nice, they always pick up a dark chocolate. And some like the dark chocolate in a very melty way, and they dip strawberries in dark chocolates and have it. I'm sure you must have seen The Pretty Woman where Julia Roberts did that, right? You could have green tea, artichokes, spinach, kale, red cabbage, beans, and blueberries too. And all these are food which is absolutely good and antioxidants. Today, we also talk about probiotics. So probiotics is pretty much what you need to take so that you can calm your internal system, and dairy products are supposed to be very good. So you could have anything from buttermilk to yogurt to just calm your internal system. You could have the different types of cheeses, the mozzarella, the cheddar cheese, and you could also have some pickled, probiotics or kimchi, tempeh, natto, kombucha, and kefir. Of course, this is something I guess at least kids find it very difficult, and now adults have joined them because staying at home makes you crave for food. And what is a junk food which you can just take and eat? It is not going to do good in terms of calories for you, and it's not going to do good in terms of health for you. So try to say no to fast foods, to junk foods and processed food as much as possible. Try to cook healthy food and eat it within the first 2 hours of cooking. That is when you have the best, nutrient value of the food you want to eat. And if that is a practice, then you would enjoy your food and your food will be medicinal for you. Next is to detox your physical being. I'm sure all of us have understood that in the last 14-15 months, 7 out of 10 people have refocused on their health and well-being during the pandemic, and they are focusing more on physical and mental health. I would agree that right now we have found time for all this, but then I would also urge you to find at least half an hour to 40 minutes for each one of you, because health is wealth, and I guess we've understood it the wrong way, or the most profound way right now. So this is us when we used to have the privilege of going to the park every morning and doing our yoga and doing our exercise there. And these are with my friends, and I'm sure most of them are there on this call today. And it gives me so much of a pleasure, because this is not something that we just did it, once in a time or something like that. This is something which we need to do every single day so that, you can cleanse and detoxify your body. So the best detoxing postures are those that involve the twists and inversions, and twists help dislodge particles trapped in the colon, improve digestion and promote the toxin elimination, while the inversions transport new blood to the liver and kidneys, and as a result, they detoxify the entire body and the organism. So I'm going to show you some, detoxing postures and what are the benefits you could do. People who practice yoga, that's the best thing you could do at home. You could get up in the morning, open your windows, breathe in the fresh air, and then, thank God that you got a beautiful day for yourself. Your 86,400 minutes is waiting just for you. And how do you do that? So you could start with a mat and you could do this downward facing dog. This strengthens the entire body, the upper body, the arms, the shoulders, the abdomen, and the legs. It stretches the back of the body, the ankles, calves, hamstring, and spine, which is very necessary today because what I understand, because I'm a psychotherapist, I get a lot of calls through the day, and I understand that most of us are glued either to a laptop or to a cell phone, busy in some Zoom sessions, and we are sitting through the day. So the back of our body hurts, and because the back hurts and our shoulders are strained, the face is looking forward, the entire body is going through a lot of stress. So when you do this pose, it calms your mind and stimulates blood circulation, which is very important. The next yoga pose, which generally we recommend, is the three-legged downward facing dog. So you can see your arms are on the floor and alternating one leg over the other. You could just bring the leg in forward without touching the ground. Go again as high up as possible. And this yoga pose will help you to mentally detoxify and stimulates the release of stress, sadness, depression, and fear. You also get the benefits of this because you have a strength and balance building. It energizes the nervous system and relieves us from stress, headaches, fatigue, and poor digestion. Poor digestion is another issue because you keep sitting, you're not too much mobile through the day, and that is why you would have a poor digestion, and sometimes you don't eat on time. Our next pose is what we call the eagle pose. An eagle pose strengthens and stretches the ankles and the calves because through the day you're sitting. When you do this, as you strengthen your ankles and the calves, it also stretches the thighs, the hips, the shoulders, and the upper back. It improves concentration. So when you are attending a session, you would be able to give your best, and it also improves a sense of balance. This is another amazing pose, which is called the wide leg forward bend pose. And this stretches the back and inside of the legs. It opens the hips, it stretches the spine, the shoulders, and the chest. It calms the mind and eases tension of the upper back. Why so much about the upper back? I'm sure after 2 or 3 sessions, you will be complaining about shoulder pain and the back pain. So all these yoga poses, when you do it early in the morning, you would have your body, just ready for the day. This is another excellent, pose. And this you can do it even if you're attending a session. Maybe after 15-20 minutes of attending the session, you feel your back is hurting, you can just do a seated spinal twist. So just see that your chair is a very fixed chair. You don't have the arms on the chair, and this is called the restorative yoga pose. It promotes good digestion and encourages spinal mobility. So this twisting also helps tone the belly so that you don't put on belly fat. It massages the internal organs so that it stimulates and activates them so that it can relieve you of your lower back pain. And often this pose is the end of any sequence. So this pose is simultaneous with relaxing and invigorating. Another very good pose is the boat pose, and you can focus on keeping a V kind of a pose between your thighs and your torso. This strengthens your abdomens, your hip flexors, and the spine. It stimulates the kidneys, the prostate, the thyroid, and the intestine. Prostate is something which men have to be a little careful about after the age of 35. And this pose is very good for the men too. As women go through menopause, men go through andropause, and prostate becomes a very important gland, especially for the men. It also relieves the stress and improves digestion. The next pose is the Parivrata Trikonasana. There are a lot of Trikonasanas, and this is one of its variation. And this variation stretches and strengthens the shoulders and arms and also tones them. Many a times you would see this part of your hand having some flabby flesh, and this would tone your arms. The stretches and strengthens the core muscles, the core on your abdomen, and helps to massage the internal organs, improving the function of the digestive system, and cures symptoms related to the sciatic nerve. Many a times people have the pain between the lower back at the L4, L5 region, and sciatic nerve really gets, causes some kind of excruciating pain in many. I have been a victim to this in 2005, and I was almost paralyzed for over 3 months, and I was bedridden. I could not sit, I could not stand, I could not walk. And being a dentist, my profession is also a sitting, posture through the day. So these asanas, I'm not just saying because, they are it. I practice them. And today I can tell you very confidently that without a surgery, I was able to get back into action. And today I run 21.1 kilometer marathons because I have followed what I'm actually trying to tell. It's they say a leader leads by example. So that's exactly, so I have done it, and I have personally had the benefits of this. So that's the beauty of this, right? The next is detox what you speak to yourself. And this, my dear friends, is something which I definitely want all of you to practice. Many a times I have heard people use words, and I am an absolute positive person. I mean, I can't stand a negative for a longer period of time. Not more than 5 minutes. I just detach myself and then go away. I'm not there in that space. Either I might be physically there, mentally cut off from that person, because I don't want any junk to go in, right? I'm sure as mothers, many of you are sitting there, or as fathers, you would want the best for your children, right? Would you give poison to your children's food? However, one drop of that poison it is? I'm sure all of you are saying no. You're nodding a real no, right? Then why would you speak what you don't want to hear? I guess, the power of speech is so very important. There is a famous quote which says, you learn for the first 3 years of your life, you're busy learning how to speak. And for the rest of your life, you learn what to speak, when to speak, and what not to speak. So beware of what you're speaking to yourself. These are a group of negative words. Try to erase them, or control, alternate, delete them from your physical system. Don't use them at all, as much as possible. Negative self-talk is, this is how you would say, nothing is good, I'm worthless, time will never change, I am weak, I will not try again, things are never good, I can't do this, I'm not sufficient, I'm not good enough, things like this. So what is a positive self-talk? Positive self-talk is, everything will work out, I'm worthy, this time will pass, I'm strong, I will not stop trying, the best is yet to come, I can do this, I am sufficient, I am enough. Just imagine the kind of power you get even by just saying these words. Imagine if you're going to use them as a daily vocabulary in your conversations, you're going to be the most powerful person. So what does the power of positive self-talk do? What is self-talk? It is what you talk to yourself when nobody else is listening. So it's you, your mind, your heart talking to yourself. And it is so much important. So the power of positive self-talk, it builds confidence, it improves attitude, promotes self-love. Again, there was a post of mine which I had posted on the social media, and I said, like, what is inside you? What's in your cup today? So if you say your cup had coffee or tea, and if somebody bumped into you, what would spill out would be coffee and tea. So if you don't have love within yourself, how do you think you're going to pour out love? So have your cup filled with self-love, because if you start loving yourself, you're going to give more of love to others. And this helps you cope with stress. It allows you for taking risks. It encourages motivation and helps work through any challenge which you're going through. So what are the words which I would generally avoid? I hate this word called if. The moment when somebody says if, I always wonder. When you ask somebody to do a task, they will say, yes, I would get back to you if I have this time. I really don't understand that word if. And can I do this tomorrow? They would say, definitely, I will look into this and do it tomorrow. Can I show up that? Another word is try. When some person uses try, that means you're not going to do it. So erase this from your dictionary. Okay? Instead of if, used when. So imagine you're saying, if I get up tomorrow, does that sound good to you? Rather use when I get up tomorrow. Does that sound a lot more pleasant? Let me try this. Now, if I give you an exercise and ask you all to try getting up from your seat. I don't know how many of you got up from your seat, because there's nothing like trying. You just have to do it, right? So don't say try. I will try. No, I will do it. I'll figure out my way to do it. That's the way to put it. And those are the ways you can have positivity even in your everyday talk. Flush the negatives away. And I do this constantly. I do a lot of therapies with my clients or patients, or however you want to talk. And I help them flush their negatives away. Imagine you're going to a restroom and you're just flushing the commode. Similarly, just take your hand, keep it on the top of your head, and say, I'm going to flush my negatives away. Flush my negative thoughts. Right from my head, flowing down to my till. I just need to flush. And keep visualizing that you're flushing, and slowly it's going down. Sometimes does not go on the first go. You might have to do it 2-3 times, but keep flushing and do it till it just exits out of your feet. It works out wonderfully well. So staying positive in hard times. Yes, hard times hit very badly, friends. And I know most of us have stories of despair and disappointment, about the fear about the future, anxiety, anger, and depression, and contemplate the worst case scenario which could be in store for us. But let's focus on the big picture. Shift your focus off the problem. It could be worse than it is. There is still some good things going on even today. And let's count our blessings. If not for the Zoom or the WebEx or this kind of a digital platform to talk, can you ever imagine that all of us staying in different places, sitting in the luxury of our houses, are still able to listen to, great thoughts being put forth by many speakers and get positive? Let us all see what I can learn from this. What are the hidden gifts which God has granted to me, which I have not understood so far? How can I get smarter and stronger because of all this? Can I smile and laugh again? The next is to detox your inner self. Now, this is something which all of us need to understand. The World Health Organization defined health in 1948 as a state of complete physical, mental, social well-being, and not merely the absence of a disease or infirmity. So if you think you're physically, mentally, and socially well off, great. But that does not just say that you're healthy, because healthy means you need to have a unison of heart, body, mind, and soul. So these are the 7 dimensions of health. It could be physical, intellectual, environmental, vocational, social, emotional, and spiritual health. So we need to always talk about mind, body, and soul, and detox your mind body and soul from negative thought patterns, intentions, actions, situations, and people that do not serve your higher path. What you invest your precious energy in manifests before you. So as I told you before, if I hear somebody talking for more than 5 minutes, something negative, maybe physically I might stand there just because of the respect I have for that person, but I am technically, I'm off. I have snapped my connections, right? And this is something which was not easy, but I worked on myself so that, I don't let the jargon get into me. So what are the 6 steps of holistic health? If you look at it, we have the unison of body, which is going to cleanse and nourish. It is of your mind, where you can make it quiet and focus on things, and to spirit, to renew and awaken it. So these are the holistic ways of how you could live your life, and I'm going to run you through a few of them. So let's detox and regenerate your body, mind, and soul. And when I talk about body, mind, and soul, I'm talking about the body, that is the inner function, your senses, as we spoke a few minutes before. For your soul, it is your inner personality. You have your mind, which is the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is always reasoning, it's thinking, and the subconscious mind is actually taking up all these emotions, the beliefs, the feelings. And then when you're not in your conscious mind, your subconscious mind actually overpowers it. And in spirit, it is to find out the meaning, the purpose of our life, the purpose why you and I are in this world today. So I'm going to tell you what I have been doing for the last 14 months. I have the most holistic fitness community, and I would welcome all of you for the most exciting community. This is called the Get and Get Fit series. We have already celebrated our 25th Silver Jubilee celebrations in January. And I'm going to tell you that we're going to celebrate our Golden Jubilee anniversary soon. And I invite you today itself, and it's going to be 7 weeks from today. Mark your calendar. It's going to be on July 10th, and that's a Saturday, 10 to 11. And all of you, if you just ping me, I will be able to give you the link, and you can be a part of that holistic community. So what do we speak? We speak about having unison of mind, body, heart, and soul. And I started this or let me put it this way. I started it with the only intention that it should be free for all, and there should be no money attached, no money whatsoever attached, right? So it is something which we started with a vision. The vision was to have over 10,000 plus people who can take their baby step towards holistic fitness. And this must be a platform to understand the goodness of health and well-being. And the mission of this Get and Get Fit was that the team basically collectively strives to serve a common man or woman. They need not be doctors. They could be people from any field. They could just be housewives. They could do, different professions. But all of us need this. We need to know a betterment of nutrition and wellness. We have fitness experts and enthusiasts talking. We have many award winners in sports at the national and international levels talking their way to success. We have body transformation, real life stories. We have a holistic way of healthy living, a one-stop solution to the beginners towards their journey towards healthy life. We have a lot of calming of the mind techniques. We have healing of the soul and body, the meditation and relaxation techniques, and physical fitness with mental toughness. I guess this is something which all of us need right now. We need to be mentally tough. So you could follow me, the Get and Get Fit series. If you want my WhatsApp number, my number is 98401 76088. I repeat, 98401 76088. You could ping me and I would give you the link whenever you ask me. We also have our presence in the Instagram where it is Dr. Vidya Hari, and on the Facebook I am Dr. Vidya Hari Iyer. You could follow us. 43 episodes are over, so you could you want to see that. You could just go and look into these, and you could have a peek into all the expert speakers and their ideas. And you could also watch the series completely from series 1 onwards. So this is free for all, and we wanted it that way. And hopefully soon we would be on YouTube too. So this is the galaxy of speakers. I'm only showcasing till the 25th episode. And you can see we have who's and who of the industry. And this is something which, I personally felt it was, a place where expert speakers came in voluntarily, and they were ready to, share their wealth of wisdom. And all of us were benefited because of it, because it kept us striving towards it. And that is how we made use of the Get and Get Fit series. Detox from the digital world. I heard, Dr. Suresh talk about the digital aspect. And yes, we need to detox. But why do we need to detox? I don't know if many of you know that sitting at a particular place for a longer period of time is also related to heart attacks right now. In fact, they say sitting is the next heart attack. If you're going to sit for more than 45 minutes at a stretch, you're in for that. So what does it do? It increases your waist circumference. It leads to back and neck pain. It causes deep vein thrombosis, causing varicose veins. It has, up the risk of cancer, and it also gives you unhealthy glucose levels. So most of the time we thought the children, or they were addicted to the electronic gadgets, but the last 14 months, I guess all of us have been addicted to it, inclusive me. I am no saint here. I have also got into the gadgets habit, but then we need to detox. The reason is because this causes aggression, because you're sitting in one particular place, a lot of information coming, and you're not very happy about it. It causes sleep disturbances. It also causes hearing problems. It causes backache, and it also increases the chance of cancer and causes obesity. Along with this, there is an eye strain. So after working or looking at the computer for a longer period of time, probably through the day, maybe 5-6 hours or even more, you have to have something called the eye exercises. So you can circle your eyes, clockwise, anti-clockwise. You could look at a object close by, farther away. Go out next to the window if you have one. See any green or an orange color and focus on that, and that could soothe your eye. And we have something called the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, break for 20 seconds and look at 20 feet far away. So even if you have no other option, because many a times I've heard, computer software people who come to me for counseling, they say, ma'am, we have no other option. We have to sit in front of the laptop. And sometimes it was 12 hours. Now it's becoming 18 hours, and we need to hold on to our jobs. So I understand. So this 20-20-20 rule really works, where you can just stick off your face from the screen, look at a distance object, and then get your, the eye strain away. This is something which I would definitely, encourage all of you to follow. No thank you to a lot of things. Don't check your mails or into any kind of a negative news, or social media browsing, or doing any things on your phone at least 1 hour before you go to bed. Switch off your gadgets, relax yourself, and probably you could say yes please to all these. You can say yes please to early to bed. You could read some nice paper books. Now, why do I say paper books? I think with Kindle and a lot of things on the, again on the gadget, the kind, I don't know, I am a book reader. So, the smell of the book, the feel of me moving the pages is absolutely something which I find, something which I love it. And I love reading just before I go to bed, because it gives me some beautiful dreams which I want to, and it takes me to a different planet where I want to really enjoy. You could even pray before you go to bed. You could thank God for this amazing day you had. Thank God for, an abundant life which you have. You have a house to stay. You have your roof to protect you. You have a bed to sleep on. You have the food which you had just before going to sleep. So just be thankful. And, there is so much to let your mind think about what you want to do for the next day. So that is also some jotters. You could write it down in bullets, and it would make your work easy. I generally write it down in 4 different quadrants. I write it as important and urgent, which I keep it in the first priority. Then I write important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and not important and not urgent. So I'm sure most of us have a lot of work which fall into these 4 categories, and we need to write it down so that you reduce the clutter from your brain. If you thought writing down is actually an work, keeping it in your brain is not going to allow you to sleep properly. So when you write it down, you've freed your brain and you've detoxed it, and you're ready to go to bed. Of course, digital detox, say no gadgets allowed. Like you say, don't enter please, or please do not disturb. So, you could say that and just keep it there. And you could spend time with your children. I'm sure most of us are enjoying the time with the tiny tots, and it's so beautiful to listen to their, talks and what they think about life and a lot about it. So spend time with adults, with elders. If you have your parents with you, sit and talk to them, listen to their stories. They have a wealth of knowledge, and this experience, you will never get it. You probably never found time before, and now is the best time. Sit down with your spouse, listen to their day. Lend some time with them. Men could help in household work, and women could help in some financial auditing for the men too. So, this is the time where you can spend with each other and relive your life again. I mean, what best you could have got, with 24 hours a day for yourself. 7 is a detox from negative people, situation, and thoughts. I think I gave you a glimpse of this before. Some people can't find happiness in their life. They love to create a drama. What is drama? It is drawing ridiculous attention and making an ass of yourself. Uh, that is what even I feel. And, real people avoid drama. They know their time is too precious and choose not to waste it on unimportant people. This is very important. So say no to drama, say no to gossip. I mean, we're not interested in all that. And stop exaggerating things. When you look at things, some people have a different view, and each news channel might exaggerate things. So let's not, get into that. Let's stop and say no to drama, right? And detox for a better sleep. Many a times I've heard people saying, doc or ma'am, I'm not getting good sleep in the night. And how will it be if we could all just sleep like this tiny tot, enjoying with a teddy in hand? I mean, even to look at this picture is so relaxing, right? So there is a science called the polysomnography, and it's called the sleep study pattern. And generally, they have a lot of sensors attached to your body, and they try to find the oxygen level in your blood, in your heart rate and breathing, as well as in your eye and leg movements. And today, a lot of Fitbits and even your cell sometimes records all these. And if you can just put in or monitor the time you go to bed, the time you wake up, and that will give you the kind of sleep you've got. And it also gives you a consistent time of when you have gone to sleep and when you have got up, and that recording gives you a better understanding of the quality of sleep rather than the quantity of sleep. And I'm going to tell you why this is important. So what goes on when you sleep? Your brain recharges, your cells repair, and your body releases important hormones. So if you're not going to sleep, all this is going to be impaired. So why do you think sleep is important? As I told you, it improves your body functioning, it repairs, it improves your learning and memory, it lowers the stress level, it improves creativity, it supports growth and development, and maintains your immune system. And how can I sleep better? I generally do this. We call it the unwinding technique. I'm sure most of the women here must be doing it. What we generally do is we see if we have locked the doors, we have closed all the doors and windows, we have switched off the gas, we switch off the lights, we change ourselves into our night clothes, and then that's how we unwind ourselves. And this is how all of us can do. I mean, it could be men, women, all of us could just form a pattern. And another very important thing is you could turn off all the gadgets, as I told you. And you could keep your bedroom cool, quiet, and dark. Many a times we have seen if you have any headboard, don't keep anything behind your headboard because that is a source of negativity. Reduce the clutter. Even in the room, reduce your clutter. And what if I don't get enough sleep? It definitely causes anxiety, depression, and other mental health problems. It causes irritability of mood swings, causes headaches, weight gain, and poor vision. Your sleep is basically made out of 4 different stages. You have the awake, the light sleep, the deep sleep, and the REM sleep. And all of us are looking for the REM sleep. So in the first step, you would see it lasts only for about 5 to 10 minutes and you are awake, but you're not, completely in the sense physically awake. Your mind is awake. In stage 2, your body temperature drops, your heart rate becomes slow, your brain begins to produce sleep spindles, and that is very important. This lasts for about 20 minutes. And when you are in stage 3, your muscles relax, your blood pressure and your breathing rate drops, and you're getting into your deepest sleep. And REM sleep is when your brain becomes more active, it becomes relaxed and immobilized, dreams occur, and eyes and legs move rapidly here. So how much of sleep is good and how much do we really need? If you're a newborn, then 12 to 18 hours. Infants need about 14 to 15 hours. Toddlers, 12 to 14. Preschoolers, 11 to 13. School-age children, 10 to 11. Teens, about 8 to 9. And adults, around 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And if we are oversleeping, you have side effects too. That could lead to depression, increased pain in the body, higher risk of obesity, and impaired fertility. So this is very important. And what is the elixir to have good sleep? That is the yellow milk, which is now famously called nothing but our old milk with just a pinch of turmeric powder. Stir it. If you want your milk to be a little warm, you can do that and have this before bedtime and you would have a good sleep. EARN. You definitely need to earn good health. And E stands for exercise, A is positive mental attitude, R is rest, and N is nutrition. These are 4 pillars to good health. The 9th one is detox for a 360-degree life. And I'm sure all of us are looking for a life forward. The key to success is knowing yourself, who you are and what you can be. Don't look at what you are right now, right? There is so much of you still to be explored. And all of us have to come out of our comfort zone. I'm sure we have crossed this fear zone. We have come into a learning zone. But how soon we go into the growth zone is where we are going to work out. So set new goals, live your dreams, find your purpose, and conquer all the objectives of your life today. So we generally say starting with the end in mind. And if you're failing to plan, you're planning to fail. Most of us, if you're in your 18 to 25 years, these are your dreams to have a great house, great lifestyle, lots of money, happy family, and having foreign trips. And I'm sure most of you would fall into this category. So don't have a fixed mindset. Rather, move towards the growth mindset. View challenges as opportunities. That's what the adversity quotient talks about. Acknowledge and embrace your weakness and learn from it. Learn to give and receive constructive criticism. Intelligence and talent is dynamic and ever improving. Prioritize learning over seeking approval. Focus on the process instead of the end result. Be inspired by the success of others, and thinking of learning is like a brain training. Understanding failures as an opportunity to grow and persist in the face of setbacks. So I am a good reader, as I told you in the beginning, and you could read a lot of books and help you really focus on your leadership skills. And you could learn from people who have made it, who have done it. These are the spokes of the wheel, which we say giving us a 360-degree aspect of life. If you have been only focusing on work, and nothing but work all these days, take time off, because if you're going to score a 10 out of all these things, how much is you're going to be a score? So think, what was your passion? What is your vision in life? What is your emotional well-being, your spiritual well-being? How are you good with people, your attitude, your academics, your professional? How are you in charity? What is your psychological quotient? What is the time you spend with your family? How much importance do you give to fitness, to clothing, to having fun? What is your financial status? Do you want to get educated? Do you have any mentor who's ready to lead you? What are your understandings about health, relationships, and trips? And what is your quotient of excitement? This would give you a 360 degrees. And once you start scoring 0 to 10, you would understand if your score is not a perfect, it could be even 2. But if you have a perfect 2 in all, it will be a round wherein you could see the wheel moving forward. But if it is 1 is 9, the other on 0, then you would see there will be a lot of friction in life. Many a times in many people's life, there is a friction because they don't have a well-balanced life. And this spokes of a wheel will give you a holistic way to lead your life. The last point which I want to discuss is detoxifying for a beautiful you. I'm sure you all want to pamper yourself. And, we started the Pamper Yourself series too. So I was the speaker for the Pamper Yourself series, and I'm just going to tell you how you can pamper yourself. So loving yourself first, and everything falls in line. You really have to love yourself to get anything done in the world. This is what Lucy Ball said. And self-care is a divine responsibility. It is what you need to do for yourself. And make time for yourself, friends. Gone is the time when you said, you didn't have time, you had a busy schedule, time management was a problem, you are late to work, there's a lot of stress, there is a lot of tension in your workplace. All that is over. That game is over, right? Now, self-care is what you need to do. Start saying no to certain things and yes to many things, and start putting yourself first. It's not a wrong idea. And you can do a lot of things by staying at home. You can take a step back, and you can ask for help if you think you need, and ask for what you want from life. And we have a series going on. You could log into us and ask me for those links. And this is where we talk about a lot about personal hygiene, hair care, skin care, body care, nail care, oral care, music therapy. So some tips on healthy hair. That is when you really are sitting in front of the laptop, and sometimes you don't really have time to massage your head. Don't you just take some oil and do some chumpy, and you would see that after some time your hair would have grown. You would have nice luxurious hair to enjoy yourself, and this acts as a de-stressor too. Skincare, of course, drinking lots of water, eating good fruits and vegetables, applying a sunscreen lotion, and sleeping good 6 to 8 hours daily can have a very good effect on your skin. And you could have a skincare routine to look the best whenever you want to, right? And body care. Why are we talking about all this? Because even if I'm in front of a Zoom, I need to look good, right? And body care, of course, it improves your circulation of the body. So have some oil bath, or this is some things which we used to do before, but probably we just lost in track of time. You could get back to that and pamper yourself totally. Oral care, being a dentist, I don't think I can go without saying anything about oral care, right? Brushing and flossing is very important. Limit all your sodas, coffee, and alcohol. You need to visit your dentist once in 6 months. Clean your tongue, drink more water, avoid tobacco. With the tobacco day coming up, I'm sure most of you would want to give up that habit. Consume calcium and other vitamins, use mouthwash and brush and floss your teeth. Always take a healthy diet and avoid sugary, sticky foods. This is very important, friends, because we have something called the mucormycosis. It was always there, but now more so. So, having just basic oral care is going to help you a lot. Nail care, of course, nails are a sign of, good, healthy you. So moisturize your skin and file your nails, because if you're going to have dirty nails, you're going to eat those food with the nails, and your hands are the kind of organs which is going to touch your eyes, nose, mouth, and anything in between. So having a good skin care of your hands is very important. Moisturize them because you don't want any cracks on your skin. As all of you know, the skin is the largest organ of your body, and any impairment to your skin is going to also reduce your immunity. Personal hygiene, this is something which I would want to stress on, because many a times I've heard people say, I have a bath, but it's not in the morning, and I have it whenever I want, and things like that. I guess, good hygiene habits is going to go a long way in helping us take care of our physical wellness. And this is also going to go a long way in, taking care of ourselves in the long run, especially in this pandemic time. And washing your hands, I guess all of us have been hopping on that. And there is a particular method of washing. And if you did not know, there is a hand washing day, which is commemorated on October 15th every year. And it also coincidentally falls on the birthday of Abdul Kalam ji. So, learn to wash your hands. And this has been followed for a long time. And this is what you need to do too. Music heals, friends, and the entire brain is wired in such a way that any soothing sound can reduce your stress levels and detox yourself completely, whether it's the frontal lobe, which helps in concentration and improves your memory, the parietal lobe, which helps you get better with sensation, the occipital in better in recognizing and identifying objects, the cerebellum, which balances your body and tones your muscles, and brainstem, which does all the vital functions, and the temporal lobe, which is good for hearing and understanding speech and improving memory. So the music therapy works, and there is a lot of research on this. And reach out. Being a psychotherapist, I guess the first time I literally reached out was during the 2015 flood. And in Chennai, out of the 28 doctors on call, I was one of the doctors, which gave me a lot of pride, because I went out and I, went out of my profession and listened to people, and was able to instill, hope and build their belief that, they could tide over this. And this is the same thing we're doing right now, but right now it's not physically, it's become virtually. That's the difference. This is one post of mine on different colors. Like we choose, the clothes we wear for the day, I would, urge you to choose your attitude for the day and the smile for the day. Those are the beautiful assets you could always adorn before you step out from your bed. And this is another post of mine where I wrote about, have you got your dose every day? Dose here is D standing for dopamine, O oxytocin, S is serotonin, and E is endorphin. Four very important neurotransmitters which will elevate your mood and keep you happy. So is your body thinking about the past? Or is it thinking or practicing mindfulness of the present? Or it is still thinking about your future? Just this much would help you understand, my dear friends, that you've come so far in life and you have made it so far, which means you have it in you that you can make it further too. So what would you do if you have 24 hours at your disposal? Get into the declutter challenge. Clean your cupboards, clean your closet, clean whatever you think you want, and redefine the meaning of clean living. It could be mind, nutrition, home, or any beauty. This is an article which came on all of us called Sirippe Marandu, and this is something which I constantly do. I have my clinic itself named Smile Dental Clinic, and I find so much of fun laughing it out, and that's what we do call the laughter therapy. I also indulge myself in a lot of art. I paint, I sketch, and I do it whenever I find time, and this just has helped me a lot in life. I also try my hand at gardening, and I have a small kitchen garden where I plant, and these are my produces. And it helps you, see that there is some life you're giving to a lot of things. And I spend a lot of time with my pets, and this is so special for me because they give you unconditional love, and that is something which no human can really replace that. So if you have pets, then definitely do for that. And I am an adventure seeker, and I love traveling, and these are a few of my escapades from my mundane life. I'm sure all of you must have these them too, but then what you need to do is go back into your memory lane and pick out those pictures and keep looking and reliving that beautiful life you had. There will be a day when you will walk out of your houses too, and you would be able to enjoy the nature, the Mother Earth as much as we want right now. Keep counting your blessings and name them one by one. Count your blessings so that you can see what all God has done through you, with you in this particular life. I have a blessing jar. I keep it on my dining table, and I always keep thanking God. I have one slip which I put into the blessing jar every day. I am alive today. I have food to eat. I have shelter to stay. I have a family to support me. I have good health. Write whatever you want because that counts. You could also add affirmative statements like I am happy, healthy, prosperous, blessed, highly favored by the universe. I'm a diamond. I am in control of my thoughts, actions, and feelings. I'm living my dream life. I am the provider for my family. I'm surrounded by loving friends and families. Keep saying I am. I am is the most powerful words you can say. And this is a prayer which changed my life completely, my dear friends. I got this prayer as a gift in 2002. It says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things we can, and wisdom to know the difference. இறைவா, எங்களுக்கு மாற்ற முடியாததை ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளும் மனப்பக்குவமும், மாற்றக்கூடியதை மாற்றும் துணிவும், இவற்றை பாகுபடுத்தி அறிய ஞானமும் தந்தருள்வாய். So when you keep saying this, you would understand things which is in your control, do it now. Things which is not in your control, leave it to God. He is the Almighty. He is the Father. He will take care of things. And what Napoleon Hill said was, whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And I just want to conclude with this cleansing prayer. And I hope all of you listen to the prayer and cleanse yourself. I am now choosing to cleanse myself and release any and all thought forms, beings, situations, and energies that are no longer of service to my highest and greatest good. Across all planes of my existence, across all universes, and across all lifetimes, I ask that all energies that are less than love be transmuted for the highest good of all. And so it is. You are luminous. Just ending up with a few milestones of mine. I am a smile designer. Being in the dental industry, I create and put in my best smile always. And I have been, I've received the Outstanding Academic Excellence Award in Lasers from the Dental Council of India President, Dr. Majumdar, and the Health Minister of Goa in September 2011. I've been the youngest woman president of the Indian Dental Association Madras branch in 2015. And an article of mine came in the front lines of the paper. I'm sure most of you would like to have a magazine with you on the front page. And this was the magazine, Ladies Special. And everything about me and my life was written on the center page. That is the cover page, we generally say, the Bale Pal Marutthuva Sangha Talaivar. Not Talaivi, but Talaivar, right? And I was honored as the best dental clinic in South India by the Indian Lifestyle Awards in 2016. I was also honored by the Honorary Health Secretary of Tamil Nadu, Dr. J. Radhakrishnan. And I walked the ramp and I won the Miss Beautiful Smile Award. And that's Dr. Reena Rachel John, who's also there. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here. And I was, privileged to get the Shakti 2019 award at the first Tamil Nadu Indian Dental Association Women's State Meet. I also got the Aragi Award, the Dental Icon Award of 2019. the Abdul Kalam Lifetime Achievement Award in 2019, and just before the pandemic, the Shakti 2020 Award by the Indian International Women's for the International Women's Day celebrations. So I would just leave you with this quote today, my dear friends. The most important person in your life is you. Be happy, stay optimist, bounce back on life. Be courageous and resilient. Be committed to self-care and love yourself immensely because you are unique. So these are the activities, if you want, you could follow for a 7-day basic detox. Form a routine, have a daily wake up time, plan your activities for the day, stick to your routine, work on various aspects of life, whether it be personal, professional, hobbies, time with family. Practice the now moments. Live in mindfulness. Live for the present. Share your life with your spouse, children, parents, and weave memories. Eat on time, sleep on time. Practice the concept of family time, no TV, no gadgets. Play with your children. They are stressed too. So instill confidence in them and smile often. The best of your life is still waiting for you to explore. I would dedicate this presentation to all the healthcare workers, to all the warriors of this pandemic. And with that, I come to the end of my presentation. Thank you so much, Suresh sir, for this wonderful opportunity. That's my number if you want to keep in touch with me. Thank you, audience, for a patient listening. And if you have any questions, I'm open to discussion.
I can say that the same thing we had in our webinar session, we started in the last year, April 14, we started our initiative to create an awareness. And I can say this is the presentation that included 10 to 11 presentation in a single presentation. But that's the one thing. And another thing, what I found that the energy level, the flow which you made from the beginning to end is excellent. And I received a personal message also. I think nowhere we can find out there is sometime as a teacher, I know that when I'm in the class, when we are not in close to the subject or something, we may come low. And here, I think it goes to up, the graph goes to upward only. That shows that your fullest involvement to create and give input to the people during this crisis time. I really value your time, that energy, and the fabulous presentation which you made today, ma'am. Thank you so much, Doctor. Now it is the time for question and answer. Dear participant, I will make you as an, you can unmute yourself and you can ask a question to the resource person now. And I will make you can unmute by yourself and you can directly ask a question. Yes. Yeah, if you have any questions or you can give the genuine feedback for the session also. You can unmute yourself and then give the feedback, or else you can ask the questions to the presenter today.
Yeah, Vidya, this is Usha.
Yes.
Hi,
yes.
Usha, ma'am.
Amazing, you're rocking, Vidya. Amazing. I was so glued to the thing, you know, I couldn't just move about anywhere. It was an amazing presentation. Thank you so much, and I'm proud to be a part of your Get In Get Fit series.
Thank you so much, Usha, ma'am. It's so beautiful to have you sit and listen. I guess I'm feeling blessed. Thank you so much.
I just couldn't move away. It was fantastic.
Thank you so much.
So useful, so informative. Thank you, Vidya. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes.
Hi, Dr. Vidya.
Hi, Kanan sir.
Program, and it is really helpful to everyone. And I always believe what you said, that positivity. After 60, that's what I believe in. I believe in that Kandian principle of saying that live today as if you were to die tomorrow, and learn as if there is no end to. That's what I believe, and thanks for this beautiful presentation.
Thank you so much, Kanan sir. I mean, having stalwarts and talking in front of all of you, it makes me feel so humble.
You are the stalwart. We are nothing before you.
It's your humility, sir.
Hi, Vidya. Raji here, Raji Uttaraman.
Hi, Raji.
It's a wonderful session, Vidya. It's happy to be associated with you as such an energetic person. And the presentation was so lucid that touching upon each and every aspect of what we can do on a daily basis, practically possible way, which have missed, though being in a pandemic situation, being stick on to home, we have missed a lot. But it's a very good session that you touched upon all the aspects, which we will start doing it, and then for the next session we will add some more points on. Thank you, Vidya.
Thank you so much, Raji. Thank you so much. I mean, it means the world, because I wanted to keep it as practical as possible so that you can go back today and start doing or following all what I have said. These are all scientific based, evidence proof given for each of these slides which I have spoken about. I wanted it to reach the common person, because at the end of the day, I personally feel that, that is what matters, because all of us must be able to follow, and, it should be something which I can go back home and, oh, I remember that. Let me do that. I mean, that is how I wanted it to be. And I'm thankful to you. Thank you so much, Raji.
I want to add that there was no exaggeration at all, because I see you, I've seen you for the past 6 years. I have been your friend. I am happy to associate. And whatever you have spoken is, you have practically did. What you practice, that is what you have it has come out. And it's true. And I'm so happy that I have attended this session. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you so much.
Madurai sector to organize such a great session. And thank you, sir. Wish you all good luck and be safe.
Thank you so much. I truly believe I don't speak what I don't do, because I find it very difficult. The truth comes out through your eyes and through your mouth. So that, whenever you don't speak the truth, you can see in somebody's eyes. They will always have their eyes lower down, right? It is a body language. So I guess when I have to look in front of so many people and talk, the only thing I can do is speak the truth. And I'm following that. True. Thanks, Raji, for reiterating that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Vidya. This is Rukmini here. I've joined in from my husband's name, V. Chandrakanthan.
Oh, hi, Rukmini ma.
Yeah, super, Vidya. Lot of input, my God. What we see you in the morning at 6:20 is nothing at all. You have your mind full of knowledge, which you're sharing with all of us and trying to make us also live a happy and joyful life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rukmini ma. I would like to take 1 minute to, thank all my Get and Get Fit team. I guess so many of you are there. I'm not able to see all your faces right now, but I just want to tell a big thanks, because this Get and Get Fit is not a single person's activity. It's a team effort. And all the names whom you heard me saying, they're all stalwarts by themselves, and they have been great contributors. And you will be able to go into Facebook and see what they have done and what they have achieved in their own caliber. And just a little note that we have a link for holistic health. That link is available. It's free. Anybody can join in. Just send me a message that you want to be a part of it, and I would send you the link. It starts at 6:20 every morning and goes up till 7 o'clock, a 40-minute session. And we touch upon all what I have spoken today. We are doing that for the last 14 months. I have made the platform free so that everybody should be benefited. And I believe in that. And thank you, friends. If not for you all, I would not be a collective person. I'm just a representative of you all. I mean, you are my strength. You have been my backbone, and I owe a lot of things to you.
I'm vouching Vidya for you, because without that Get In Get Fit series, we would have been somewhere else. But now that every day morning goes without attending is something we're wasting a day. So it's really good, and I really advise all those who are in this session, if you could join us, you will definitely benefit a lot.
Thank you so much, Rukmini.
And I can read that the chat box is showing with positive feedback, starting from Sanjay Narayanan, Reena Rachel, Usha, Anida Ramachandran, Snega, and Magesh, Usha, Satya. Those names, n number of names, Sunaina, Vijay Priya, Rajesh, Vasantara, Rajasekharan, and Raja Rajeshwari, Sandini. I think this is the time, I think
lot of positive feedback for the single session. I think we made the session very useful to all the participants. I think if there is no questions and feedback, can I go for vote of thanks?
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not able to read the chat box, but if you have read it, then yeah.
I'll send you the chart box alone. The chart in Word file I convert and send it.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much.
Dear participant, I record my sincere gratitude to the today's speaker. I think the multi-talented, highly energetic person who made us to understand that what we need to practice for detox during this pandemic period. I hope that there is no money or any kind of thing that can fulfill or value the things what you received today. I thank from my bottom of heart on behalf of the Department of Psychology and all the associating institutions like Meta School of Sociology, MHLM Institute, Psycho-Oncological Association Turkey, and Red Pond Education Psychological Research Center, Tamil Nadu Career Counselor Association, Tamil Nadu Counselors and Psychotherapists Association. I thank today's speaker and all the participants for your support. And we would like to continue these webinar sessions daily for up to lockdown period. We would like to have this webinar at the same time, same link. The same link, if you would like to have the few more awarenesses, you can join. And tomorrow I'm going to talk about emotional pain management. And if you are free and would you like to have a few inputs on the topic, you can join tomorrow. And up to Friday, we are going to have daily. And after that, every Saturday in the same link, you can join and get the inputs on that. With that note, I can thank the speaker and all the participants again. Thank you all. We'll meet again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Suresh sir, for this opportunity. And thank you, friends, for joining in. It was indeed a pleasure talking to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Vidya ma'am. How are you?
Hi, Abdul. I'm doing good. Thank you.